Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm very happy to have you here with me today. If you enjoy my reading, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel to be notified when I upload new readings to my channel. Now today I will be doing a mid-monthly reading for the energy surrounding us for the last half of October 2017. For the reading, I'll be using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck as well as the Good Tarot deck. Both of these decks are by Colette Baron Reed. Now, it will be a general reading, but I will be focusing more on the areas of love and romance as well as finances. So I will pull 3 cards from the Tarot deck and 3 cards from the Oracle deck, and we'll pull any clarifiers if needed. For a more personalized reading that focuses specifically on you, please contact me at the email listed in the description box and the About section of this channel, changingphasestarot@gmail.com. You can also visit my website for information about readings that I offer and pricing. That is changingphasestarot.weebly.com. And you can also join me on Facebook. My Facebook page is Changing Phases Tarot Readings. Right, so let's get started with our mid-monthly tarot reading. Right, hi Libra. Welcome to your mid-monthly reading. This is for the second half of October 2017. So from mid-month through the end of the month. And we'll be looking for, it is a general reading, but we'll be looking for the energy surrounding messages related to love, romance, and any sort of finance messages that come in as well. So we're looking for love and finance. Okay, now I will be using the Good Tarot deck for the finance part of the reading, and the Wisdom of the Oracle more for the romance and relationship. Okay, so Spirit, please show me the energies for the air sign Libra for the month or mid-month of October 2017. Spirit, please show me the messages related to finance, money, work for the air sign Libra. Oops. Here. For the mid-month of October 2017. What does Libra need to know in the area of finance and work for the mid-month of October? Okay. We have 2, so we'll take both of those. Well, no. I'll put them here. I will set these up in a minute. But we have, let me hold this up so you can see. We have the 6 of fire. Okay, 6 of fire. Followed by the 5 of air. The 2 cards that came out together were the King of Earth, let me hold these up, and the 10 of water. Okay. And the energy at the bottom of the deck, the 10 of air. Okay, now let's just take a look at, let me set this over here. Sorry, I'm running out of room. There we go. Now also, for the air sign Libra, looking for love and relationship. Love and relationship information for the air sign of Libra for the second half of October 2017. Spirit, what does Libra need to know in the area of love and relationships for mid-month October 2017. Spirit, please give us messages in the area of love and relationships for the air sign Libra for the mid-month October 2017. What does Libra need to know? Okay. And let's see. Very nice. Okay, let me show you the cards and then we'll get into the meaning. So we have as the first card, this is card number 29, Breathe, from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. The second card is number 10, Unfinished Symphony. Very beautiful. And the last one is number 27, Exchanging Gifts. And at the bottom of the deck, card number 1, which is Yang. Okay, so let me arrange these so that you can see them a little better, and I'll be right back with the meaning of our reading, Libra. See you in 1 minute. All right, Libra, so let's take a look at the messages that you have for the last half of October. So again, this will be from, the 15th through the 31st of October. And again, we're looking here at love, romance, and relationships. And then across the top, we have finance, right? So finance and career. So beginning with love, romance, and relationships, and this again is from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. The main message that we have, this was the card that was at the bottom of the deck. This is number 1, Yang. So obviously this has to deal with masculine energy. So it's the masculine principle of movement, right? And that power to make things happen. So it's a card that has to do with taking action. When you receive this card, it's sort of it's the oracle that encourages you to act, right? Because you can be sure that whatever you act on now, you will achieve, right? It will come to fruition. So you're really sort of the person who is able to shape your destiny now. So this, if we think of it with regards to relationships, it's just kind of like a green light, right? It's telling you that circumstances are now sort of supporting action on your part. So it's okay to make that first move. Okay, so and we'll get into, around the middle of the reading here, which would be kind of the present and what might have been, holding you back. But the overall energy for this 2-week period is just telling you to trust that, by making a move, it's okay to make the first move with regards to relationship, right? Love, romance, just move ahead, assured that now is the time. So now's the time to take the lead and, really go after what it is that you're wanting here. And we see, this kind of this fiery energy in the middle of the card, which makes me think of the fire suit, which is all about action and making things happen and manifesting. And you have everything in your hands here to get what you want as far as relationship and love and romance goes. If we take a look at the 3 cards for the reading, and this kind of represents where you have been as far as love and relationships go. So, or we could think of it as the past position, where you are now, the present, and then, what's coming up for you in the future, where all of this is leading. Okay, so in the past, you have the card number 29, Breathe, which is a card that, it makes me think of the Patience card in the regular tarot deck. It also makes me think of the 4 of Swords card. It's this time of waiting, going slowly, needing to take time out to for healing, right? To meditate, to think on things, to really breathe, slow down your breathing, slow down and focus on what's going to be the best thing for you to do, right? You needed to take this time to sort of open your heart, release any type of anxiety with regards to relationships. So this was it was a time of healing for you. So it was not a time of action, right? In the past, you were healing, you were taking time to sort of figure things out. Where you are in the present, you have number 10, which is Unfinished Symphony. And it's a card that deals with tying up loose ends. And it's also a card that has to do with completion of a cycle, of a project, right? It is a number 10. And we know that usually in the pip cards, the 10 is the completion of something, right? It's the completion of a cycle. So, and we see that you do have two other number 10s in the finance reading, but in the romance reading, this 10 here has to do with sort of taking inventory of, whatever was left over from past relationships, right? Past could have been hurt, right? Just taking that, taking inventory of that emotional and psychological closure, right? So that it can happen, so it can occur, and reflect on what has happened, right? What is past, so that you can move on. So, moving on is difficult when any type of feeling with regards to love lingers, things that maybe, if you ended a relationship and you were taking time out here, sometimes it's very difficult when you left things unsaid, when you didn't have that closure in your relationship. Maybe it was a relationship that ended abruptly. Maybe it was a relationship, it was a difficult breakup, right? Maybe it was not one that you really wanted or saw coming, right? So if you need to put that past, close up, tie up those loose ends, if it comes down to writing a letter, an email, or calling somebody just to get that closure, even if it's just sort of peace of mind, accept things for what they are now, right? Close the door on the past and then move forward, right? Allow this new love to blossom, because, what's coming in here is our outbound card here, where it's leading you in the future. You have this wonderful energy of love coming in, right? Exchanging. It's called exchanging gifts, which is all about giving and receiving. So that, you're definitely moving into a more productive time, a more emotionally fulfilling time, where opportunities are coming in for you. So, if we think of love as an exchange of life force between two beings, it grows, right? It grows when it's reciprocated. But in order to receive love, and in order for that love to flourish and to have abundance, right, you need to give love. So there needs to be this balance. And seeing this here, obviously I think of yin yang, so I think of balance and needing to have balance, right? So, I think it's just spirit really wanting you to accept that there is love coming in. There is love on the horizon. But in order to be in that emotional position to receive this love, you have to be open. You have to close out, right? Finish whatever this unfinished symphony is here. Close out this hurt from the past. But now is time. It's telling you to take action. You're ready. Maybe you needed time for yourself, right? Maybe you needed to have closure. But now's the right time, right? Don't wait to act. Just open your heart. Allow love to come in. It's yours, if for the taking here, because you're ready. You're going to act on it. Okay? And you have everything in your power, within your hands, to achieve this new love. So it's a very beautiful message. You have another great message as far as work and finance is concerned here, Libra. So it looks like it's going to be a great second half of the month. Now, the overall energy for the second half of the month is the 10 of air. You can see it over there on the other side. And this would be the 10 of swords in the traditional tarot deck, which, the 10 of swords, sometimes if you think of the card in the traditional deck, it has the woman face down on the floor, feeling backstabbed, betrayed, that type of energy. But in this deck, it's called the Good Tarot deck. And so it kind of puts a positive spin on it and looks at it more as in terms of endings, right? And we know that, obviously the 10, just like we have here, right? 10s are endings, but endings bring new beginnings. So, it's all about graceful endings, hopeful new beginnings, possibly having an epiphany, possibly seeing things in a new light, right? Ending an old way of thinking, and just knowing that whatever lessons, however hard these lessons were, you've learned those lessons. And so really count your blessings now. Be thankful for the lessons that you have learned, but know that, now is the time to move on. So new cycles are beginning. And with the lessons that you've learned, you will be able to respond differently to new situations, right? To new challenges. So definite message of beginnings here with the romance reading and with this reading, right? So new things coming in. Let's just, sorry, I'm getting a bit sidetracked. I was going back to these cards. I think they're so beautiful, and I love the message that you had here. But okay, continuing with the finance reading. In the past position, you have the Six of Fire. This would be the Six of Wands in the traditional tarot deck. And we know that the wand suit, it's a suit of transformation. It deals with creativity, initiative, passion, regeneration. So the Six of Wands, it's a very positive card. It's the card of victory, right? And it's in this particular deck, it talks about you being victorious, but not just sort of having that victory for yourself, but also trying to inspire others, right? So, you'll see that there's one very large, it's a ship with a balloon tied to the top of it, right? Sort of floating here through the air. But it's not just you, around you, you have 5 more smaller balloons. So you do have this, it's you shining your light, but you're also encouraging and helping others to find their way. Okay, and it's all about sort of trusting that you're accomplishing what you're setting out for, right, in your own unique way, but you're also encouraging others. So in the past position, this could have been, something that you achieved at work. This could have been recognition that you achieved at work. You might have received a bonus, or you might have received some type of award or promotion. Definitely standing out in the work environment, people taking notice of you, right? You being the center of attention there. So you doing something to really catch the eye of others at work. What follows that, leading into the present position, we have the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Air, which is the Five of Swords in the traditional deck. And the sword suit, it's related to thinking, right? So instead of action like the Wands suit, the Swords is related to where our thoughts and attitudes and our subconscious can lead us. They oftentimes say that thoughts are powerful seeds, so be careful what you plant, right? Because if you plant positive thoughts, positive seeds, then they will grow into beautiful things. If you sow negative seeds, it's that kind of, I don't need to tell you what grows from that, but it's that type of thinking, right? Now, the 5 does have to do with tension and conflict. It's important to, it really is more of a conflict card, kind of like a difference of opinion. So since this is a work and finance sort of career reading, this could be at your work. You might have received some type of, recognition, and this could just be the conflict that arises out of that. This could be the sort of the jealousy that arises, people looking at you and, being very envious of whatever it is you've achieved at work. So this could be just, sort of a different ways of thinking, people having different ways of thinking than you do, and having to deal with that, right? Deal with that, those conflicting opinions and ideas. It's also about, the 5 of Swords is kind of that shallow victory card. So be careful when dealing with people like that, because if you do come up against conflicting opinions, it's not always important to win whatever battle that might be, right? It's important to have integrity, because sometimes we might win the battle, but by hurting other people's feelings or saying things that we, might not necessarily have meant to have said. So just be true to yourself, right? Be true to yourself, stick to your beliefs, because obviously you have been very positive in the past. So things have been going well for you. So just remain positive and, kind of view this conflict or these conflicting ideas as things that you have to deal with, right? And will get over them, because what you have in the future position, 2 cards came out for you. You have the King of Earth and the 10 of Water. I love the 10 of Water card in this deck. It's just beautiful. There's a big happy Buddha sitting on it. So first of all, with the the King of Earth, this would be the King of Pentacles in the traditional tarot deck. And Earth energy just represents material wealth, manifesting in in the earthly realm, in the world of form, right? So things that we manifest here in the physical realm. If this is a person, because we know that with the court cards, they can represent either energies that you're taking on at this time, it could be events in your life, or it could be an actual person. So if it is a person, this would typically be an older earth sign male, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, somebody who has managed to, achieve quite and attract quite a lot of wealth, right? Stability, financial stability in his life, a reliable leader, somebody who really knows how to manifest in the physical realm the way that he needs to manifest. Obviously, as this is a general reading, it doesn't necessarily have to be a male figure, right? This could be a female Capricorn, older. And it's just somebody who is, very confident and is able to achieve because, not only does the person trust in his own ability to attract this wealth and to manifest, right? The person also trusts in the invisible realms and knows that, he does have this capability to manifest here in the physical realm. So, and that is paired up with the Ten of Water. Water suit, it's all about emotions, feelings, the way our energy flows, the way that they influence the way our energy flows in the world. And the Ten of Cups, much like, Ten of Air, endings, cycles have ended here. But with the Ten of Water, it's more about what has built up. I feel that it's not so much, an ending of a bad situation kind of energy. No, this is completely the opposite. It's that, things have built up, and you're now at this Ten of Cups, which is this, culmination of wonderful peace and good fortune and well-being, and everything is right in the world. Everything seems to be happening and coming to you very easily, very effortlessly now. So, in a career and finance type of reading like we're looking at, it's great energy. I wish I had these cards this month, Libra. These are great cards to have. So I can definitely see you, with regards to work and finances, endings. I can see endings here. This could be new jobs. Maybe this, with the victorious, the Six of Fire card, this could be you. Maybe you were offered a new position. Maybe you got a promotion out of the company in a different company, right? And maybe the Five of Air comes in because there are people who are envious that you have achieved that. And, the outbound is just telling you you're going to be very successful. There's just a lot of financial abundance and emotional happiness tied with whatever this ending and new beginning is here, that's linked to jobs, right? Linked to career. And on the emotional front, it's just, again, has to do with tying up the loose ends, ending things in order for new love to begin. So endings and beginnings here. But it looks like it's going to be a great rest of the month for you, Libra. So thank you for joining me today. I do hope that the messages have helped you in some way. Check out my channel. I've already posted the October monthly readings. That's just a sort of a general reading for the entire month. Be on the lookout for the November readings. I will post those around the end of the month of October. And have a wonderful rest of the month. Take care, and I'm sending you much peace, love, and light. Bye.